Listen to me carefully. If you are hearing this right now, it is not random. You didn't click this video by accident. You are here because something inside you is tired. Not just physically tired, mentally tired, emotionally tired, spiritually tired. You smile in front of people, but deep inside you are carrying weight that no one sees. And maybe right now you are asking yourself a question you never say out loud. Why is my life so hard? Why do I try so much and still feel stuck? Why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward while I'm fighting just to survive? Don't skip. Don't move ahead. Because what you are feeling right now has a reason. Your struggle has meaning. You see, life does not attack weak people with strong storms. Life chooses the strong ones and tests how much they can carry. And if your life feels heavy, it's because you were built to carry something heavy. Nobody talks about this part. They show success. They show money. They show happiness. But they never show the nights where someone sat alone, questioning everything. They never show the moments where giving up felt easier than continuing. They never show the silent battles that happen when the world is asleep. That's where you are right now, in the silent battle. And here's the truth most people never hear. Your pain is not punishment. Your pain is preparation. Every delay in your life is shaping your discipline. Every rejection is building your resilience. Every lonely moment is teaching you independence. Nothing you are going through is wasted. Right now, it feels unfair. Right now, it feels endless. Right now, it feels like no one understands you. But one day, and that day will come, you will understand why you had to go through this version of yourself. Struggle is not there to stop you. Struggle is there to strip you, to remove the weakness, to remove the excuses, to remove the fake versions of yourself you would have stayed stuck in if life was easy. Easy lives create fragile people. Hard lives create leaders. You don't see it yet, but you are being trained. Trained to think differently. Trained to move differently. Trained to stand alone when no one claps for you. And let me tell you something important. Just because your progress is slow does not mean it is insignificant. Slow growth builds deep roots. And deep roots create unshakable people. You compare yourself to others and feel behind, but you don't see what they lack. You don't see the strength you are developing. You don't see the character forming inside you. Surviving what you've survived already makes you powerful. Some people never experience real pressure, and that's why they break when life gets serious. But you've been under pressure for a long time. And pressure doesn't destroy diamonds, it creates them. There are days you wake up with no motivation. Days where discipline is the only thing dragging you forward. Days where quitting feels logical, but you still keep going. And that matters more than you realize. You don't need the world to believe in you. You don't need validation. You don't need applause. You need endurance. Because success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most consistent. Your struggle is teaching you patience. It's teaching you focus. It's teaching you humility. It's teaching you strength without noise. One day, people will look at you and say, "You're so strong," but they will never know how many times you almost broke. And that's okay, because you didn't survive this to be understood. You survived this to become unstoppable. Right now, you're in the phase where nothing makes sense, where effort doesn't match results, where faith is tested, where hope feels thin. But this phase does not last forever. Life always shifts. Always. But it shifts in favor of those who refuse to quit. Your breakthrough is not loud. It doesn't come with warnings. It comes quietly, right after the moment you almost gave up. So if you are tired, rest. But do not stop. If you are hurting, heal. But do not quit. If you feel lost, breathe. But do not turn back. Because the version of you on the other side of this struggle will thank you for staying. Your struggle has meaning. Your pain has purpose. Your story is still being written. And you are not done yet. There is a moment in every person's life where they realize something painful. No one is coming to save them. No shortcut. No miracle overnight. No sudden hand pulling them out. And that moment hurts. It feels lonely. It feels heavy. But that moment is also the moment you become powerful. Because when you stop waiting for rescue, you start building strength. You stop asking, "Why me?" And you start asking, "What is this teaching me?" You stop seeing yourself as unlucky. And you start seeing yourself as chosen. Chosen to grow through pressure. Chosen to learn through loss. Chosen to rise without support. Most people never reach this level. They escape pain. They numb themselves. They distract themselves. They stay weak because comfort feels safer than growth. But you didn't escape. You stayed. You endured. Even when you didn't understand why. That's why your struggle has meaning. Think about this. The strongest people you admire, they were not built in comfort. They were built in moments where quitting made sense. Moments where nothing worked. Moments where faith was the only thing left. And faith is not loud. Faith is quiet endurance. Faith is showing up when you feel empty. Faith is continuing when results are invisible. You are learning how to move without guarantees. And that skill will change your life. Right now, your life feels like a delay. But delays are not denials. They are refinements. You are being slowed down so you don't break later. You are being tested so you don't collapse when success arrives. You are being shaped so you don't lose yourself when life finally gives you more. Many people get what they want too early and destroy themselves with it. But you are being protected from that version of failure. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it's unfair. But unfair does not mean useless. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you win. Every time you choose patience over anger, you grow. Every time you choose silence over explanation, you mature. You are becoming someone who doesn't need validation to move forward. And that is rare. Let me tell you something important. The world does not reward potential. It rewards perseverance. Talent gets attention. Consistency gets results. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to feel confident. You just need to keep going when motivation disappears. Because motivation fades, but identity stays. And right now, you are building an identity of someone who does not quit. One day, your struggle will make sense in reverse. One day, you will look back and realize, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be this strong. If that didn't fail, I wouldn't have learned this. If that didn't hurt, I wouldn't have grown. But today, you don't need clarity. You need courage. Courage to wake up and try again. Courage to continue unseen. Courage to believe without evidence. That courage is already inside you. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here. You are not behind. You are on a different path. A deeper path. A harder path. A path that builds something solid instead of something fast. And yes, there will be moments where you feel numb. Moments where you feel disconnected. Moments where even rest doesn't feel restful. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been strong for too long without relief. When that happens, be kind to yourself. But do not give up on yourself. You don't quit in the middle of becoming who you prayed to be. You are closer than you think. Not to success, but to transformation. And transformation lasts longer than success. This phase is temporary, but the strength you're building is permanent. So breathe. Stay steady. Keep moving forward, even slowly. Because slow movement forward still beats standing still. Your struggle has meaning. Your endurance has value. And your future is being built right now. Quietly, invisibly, patiently. And when the results finally show, they will shock everyone who doubted you, including the old version of you. Stay here. Let the words carry you. There is something powerful about continuing when no one is watching, when there is no audience, no encouragement, no guarantee that it will even work. That is where real strength is born. Most people only move when they are seen, only try when they are praised, only push when results are immediate. But you have been moving in silence. You have been showing up on days where even you doubted yourself. And that matters more than you know. You think strength looks like confidence. It doesn't. Strength looks like discipline on days you feel weak. Strength looks like showing up tired. Strength looks like continuing with a heavy heart. Some nights you lie awake thinking, am I wasting my life? Am I making the wrong choices? Is this even worth it? Those thoughts don't mean you're failing. They mean you care. They mean you are aware. They mean you are searching for more than just survival. And people who search eventually find. Let me be clear with you. Life does not reward comfort. It rewards commitment. The life you want is on the other side of consistency. Not motivation. Not luck. Not talent. Consistency. And consistency is built in struggle. When things are easy, anyone can move forward. But when things are heavy, when nothing works, when progress is invisible, that's when character is formed. Right now, you are learning how to trust yourself. Not your emotions. Not your mood. Not external validation. Yourself. That skill alone will separate you from most people. Because most people quit when feelings change. You are learning how to continue when feelings lie. Some days you will feel confident and strong. Other days you will feel empty and unsure. But discipline doesn't care about feelings. Discipline says, do it anyway. And every time you do, you become harder to break. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are tired because you have been strong for a long time. And strength without rest feels like pain. But this pain is not permanent. It is temporary pressure. Pressure that is shaping you. Think of how much you have already survived. Moments you thought would destroy you, but didn't. You're still here. That alone proves something important. You are capable of more than you think. There will be times when people misunderstand you. Times when they doubt you. Times when they walk away. Let them. Not everyone is meant to walk with you through every season. Some people are lessons. Some are chapters. Not everyone is the whole story. Stop explaining yourself to people who are not listening. Stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. Stop doubting your path because others can't see it. They don't need to see it. You do. Your vision was given to you, not them. And remember this. Silence now creates noise later. The work you are doing quietly will speak loudly in the future. Right now, it feels like nothing is happening. But something is happening inside you. Your standards are changing. Your mindset is sharpening. Your tolerance for nonsense is disappearing. You are becoming selective, focused, clear. That's growth. You don't notice growth while it's happening. You notice it when you look back. One day, you'll realize you don't react the same way anymore. You don't chase the same things anymore. You don't beg for the same validation anymore. And that's when you'll know. You've evolved. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. So keep going. Even if it feels slow. Even if it feels lonely. Even if it feels uncertain. Uncertainty is not danger. It's transition. And you are in transition. Your struggle has meaning. Not because it feels good, but because it's shaping someone unstoppable. Someone patient. Someone grounded. Someone dangerous in the best way. And that person is you. There will be moments when you feel like you are carrying the world alone. Moments when asking for help feels impossible. Moments when even explaining your pain feels exhausting. And that isolation can feel heavy. But isolation also builds clarity. When you are alone long enough, you stop hearing the noise of others. You stop living by expectations that were never yours. You stop chasing approval that never truly satisfied you. You begin to hear your own voice. That voice grows stronger the longer you listen to it. Right now, you are learning how to sit with discomfort without running from it. You are learning how to face uncertainty without panic. You are learning how to continue without reassurance. Those are rare skills. Most people collapse when certainty disappears. Most people quit when reassurance is gone. Most people need constant proof to keep going. But you are learning how to move forward on faith alone. And faith is not belief without fear. Faith is action despite fear. You wake up even when you don't feel ready. You try even when you don't feel confident. You continue even when the outcome is unclear. That is courage. And courage does not always feel brave. Sometimes courage feels like exhaustion. Sometimes it feels like doubt. Sometimes it feels like standing still but refusing to quit. You may feel behind in life. But behind compared to what? Someone else's timeline. Someone else's circumstances. Someone else's starting point. Your path was never meant to look like theirs. Some people start ahead. Some people start late. Some people start over. None of that defines how far you can go. What defines you is how you respond to difficulty. And you are responding with persistence. Even when your energy is low. Even when your motivation disappears. Even when your confidence breaks. You keep going. That matters. There will be days where you feel disconnected from everything. From people. From goals. From yourself. Those days are not failures. They are signals. Signals that you have been giving too much without refilling yourself. Signals that you have been strong for too long without rest. Signals that you need stillness, not surrender. Rest when needed. Slow down when required. But never abandon yourself. You don't quit on something you have already sacrificed so much for. Think about how much you have already endured. How many times you could have given up, but didn't. How many versions of yourself you have already outgrown. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. Experience gives you wisdom. Wisdom gives you direction. Direction gives you power. Right now, you may not see results. But results are not the only sign of progress. Progress is also discipline. Progress is also awareness. Progress is also self-control. You are building an internal foundation that cannot be taken from you. Money can be lost. Status can disappear. Recognition can fade. But character stays. And character is what carries you through every season of life. One day, life will open doors for you. Opportunities will appear. Momentum will shift. And when it does, you won't panic. You won't self-sabotage. You won't doubt yourself. Because this struggle prepared you. Prepared you to handle pressure. prepared you to stay grounded, prepared you to lead yourself. People will see the outcome, but they will never see the nights you stayed disciplined while tired, the days you stayed patient while frustrated, the moments you stayed silent while misunderstood. And that's fine. You didn't go through this to be applauded. You went through this to be forged. Forged into someone resilient, someone focused, someone who knows their worth without needing proof. So when doubt shows up, and it will, don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Then move anyway. Because doubt does not disappear before success. It disappears because of action. Every small step forward weakens doubt. Every day you don't quit strengthens belief. You are doing better than you think. You are further than you realize. And you are stronger than you feel. This is not the end. This is the middle. And the middle is always the hardest part. But you don't stop in the middle of becoming something powerful. Your struggle still has meaning. Your effort is still counting. And your future is still open. Keep going. Quietly. Patiently. Relentlessly.